a woman who was successful, beautiful. She could have any man she wanted. She was vulnerable enough to put all her egg in one basket, hold him down, be cook the dinner,
But
show up for every game.
Megan went over there trying to play house because your PR team told you to clean up that hood rat image. He promised you a ring, but deep down in the back of your head, you know everybody else been up in your gut, so you might possibly not get it. He maybe thought he could handle it.
If I'm with a man who's worth half that, I know that he's going to have other women. And I'm Megan Thee Stallion. I've been twerking with my WAP. I've been putting men in jail. We got black women on the internet acting like clowns, proud to say they're effing everybody. And anybody holding their mouth and looking around, Miss Polly. Okay, I'm ready for all of you ladies out here.
What's up, YouTube? JayBReacts back in with another video. Now today we got us a fatty untouchable empire panel speaking on the Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion situation. And let me just say, this panel got a little chaotic. This was one of their ladies' nights, so it was a majority women panel. And guess what? They were all beefing with each other. It was kind of split down the middle on who actually was wrong in the Megan Thee Stallion Klay Thompson situation. Yeah, but guess what? I will say that these women were cooking on this panel tonight. But I will let y'all be the judge of that. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. And without further ado, let's dive into the content.
So I will agree to the fact that I don't think it's something that he should have ever been agreeing to in the first place. I say that about men. Regardless, if you choose,
he's a coward.
If you choose to be monogamous, it is your choice. You should not be signing up for this just to get the woman. You're already giving away your power. So I don't agree with it.
He's a coward. You know how you know why he's a coward, Melanin? Because this is the man that we warn our daughters to be careful. The man that will sell you a dream, love bomb you, buys you a house and a car, presents you to the family, lets you cook on Thanksgiving. He was a good guy. We did a show about it.
How do we know? But how do we know the experience of Megan didn't take him back to where he was already at?
No, it's because he already knew she was a certified hoe. He had the track record of Megan dating all these people, putting false allegations on Tory Lanez. He knew the whole thing that she was a ho, Merry Christmas. He took her, made her a wifey type of person, love bomber, put a bunch of things that kind of assumed that he was going to take care of her. And then, you know what? I have cold feet.
But think about it like this. Also, just like how he knew her past, she knew his past. She knew his dating history. That's the thing about it. That's when I still put the finger at Meg to say, you're not self-aware as to where you sitting at. Ma'am, if you know you got known for ass shaking and being this so-called sex symbol, hood ghetto chick, that's not going to be attractive. And you can think you can just flip the switch off to where you get more of a nice, humble, family-orientated guy. Your money and your fame and status don't make you better for the situation that you supposed to be in. You can't live one reality and try and jump into another one.
No, he said... Can I please respond to this? Because you guys use my video and I want to respond.
One second.
Can I just say one thing? Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, please, Nepal, Coco, and Miss Jory, and she's just be quiet for a while, man. Yeah.
Okay, so and what I find so hilarious is hearing all you ladies be so blatantly rude and mean and so like, I had my opinion on this with Megan. I don't think she should have came and made a relationship out of the whole dynamic of Klay Thompson. I thought it should have been fun, leverage it to her benefit. I didn't actually think that she was looking at it as a serious situation. Now, granted, I have my belief system, which is dick and money, and that's what he was, a perfect image of that.
This woman is egregious.
You guys all, Nepal and everybody had an opinion on who I am and how I live my life and how honest I am about who I am. But you guys are defending someone like Klay Thompson, a man like Klay Thompson, who blatantly, a woman was vulnerable, put herself, a woman who was successful.
I want to highlight this comment. My goodness, I hate when I do this. I want to highlight this comment because this makes a lot of sense. Melanin was absolutely correct. Megan should have been thankful for the opportunity. She's a documented pass around. Hey, that is true too.
a woman who is successful, beautiful. She could have any man she wanted. She was vulnerable enough to put all her egg in one basket, hold him down, cook the dinner, show up for every game, be
okay, but that's because of her track record.
Hold on, I'm gonna finish.
Yeah, but her track record is trash, though. We can't. But I don't.
Okay, but hold on. I'm gonna finish.
I'm sorry, Patty. You're right. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You can say over there. His track record is trash too.
Both.
Thank you. I was gonna hold on,
Both
Fatty.
have
I was
bad
gonna say
track
he's cheated. Hold on, he's cheated on every girl he's ever been with prior to Megan too.
That makes her done.
No, he's cheated on every girl he's ever been with.
That makes her done trying to force monogamy on a man that's doing with
but what
everybody
I'm
else.
saying, okay, what I'm saying.
Exactly. See, it's still multiple things can be right at the same time. It goes back on Megan just like it's on Klay for not being an honorable guy.
What I'm saying, you're right in that, right? My whole strife with Megan is I think she was dumb in believing there was something actually there. I think it should have been a fun little TT, build her brand, use it, elevate. I thought that was what it was, but she was actually believing in some love that I don't know why. My whole thing and what I find a hypocrisy of people on this panel is, you see this girl and how she was presented, right? Klay Thompson did the very thing that you guys say women do to men. He did that to Megan, and it's okay because she's a hoe. It's okay because she's a hoe. But for me as a woman, when I say I see men for money, I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible. But he can sell a girl who's really emotionally at a very stunted place and who was vulnerable and put herself in the market, and it's okay.
Hold up, she didn't have to leave. I'm gonna be honest. Niggas cheat on their girl all the time, and their girls possibly might not leave. Maybe Megan might have too much ego in her own belief of who she is to say that she can't get cheated on. I don't understand. Some of these women can see some of these guys and think that they getting this big ass catch and expect for him possibly to only be with her. That is crazy to me.
Okay.
Why are we describing her as this? Why do we keep describing her as this vulnerable being? You literally we're coming off the backside of we're coming off of the backside of she needed him for image reasons. We're coming off the backside of you getting somebody locked up over false allegations. Like I said, free Tory. We're not gonna negate over that. And then you went over there trying to play. Okay, then. So what are we talking about? You went over there trying to. Megan went over there trying to play house because your PR team told you to clean up that hood rat image. Mrs. Rock, we're not going to do that. She exactly what you deserve, and I'm mad at
contradicting what you're saying.
Hey, Melanin was cooking her, man. Miss Georgia just be trying to scream and talk loud, but her points don't go nowhere.
No, I don't.
The contradiction is, you guys are all sitting here right now. No matter how you say she's a hoe, whatever she is, right? These people came together, right? Beyond how I live my life, which I've made clear. She went into this dynamic with somebody. Monogamy was the forset of their dynamic.
How do we know that? That's my question.
Monogamy should never be a
That was literally on the statement. She left him because he got cold feet.
No.
Please. I literally put the statement in front of y'all faces.
Statement was. I put the statement in front of y'all faces.
The statement was clear. The things that she complained was, you were going through an awful season. You had mood swings and all that. You presented me to your family. You let me do all these wifely things. And then you got cold feet and you said that you doubt that you could be monogamous. So the point of contention is, once again, he sold her kind of a relationship.
No, he didn't.
Oh my!
See, this one the ladies can't be honest. He definitely still played the part, maybe sold the dream. I don't know their behind the scenes conversations in that relationship. But at the same time, we can definitely say Klay sold a dream to show that, hey, I'm only gonna be with you. I want this to be a unit. He could have possibly said these things earlier. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to spring it off later on. But I think this is possibly just Klay's archetype. He is the savage athlete.
Is the man danger when he flips his mind and he keeps doing over and over again? Is the man dangerous for your daughter, for your sister, for every woman that sees?
But if we know that he's been cheating on everybody before he got to me, why am I asking you for monogamy?
But the assumption is that he said he's monogamous, that he's going into relationships.
But he's got actions.
But he's not monogamous.
We need to talk about actions, though. And actions in history show that he cheated on, or he was with other women on everybody. What makes you so special? And you're the industry passing hound.
Melanin has a great point there.
And it's not cheating. This is the problem with women. If you know that he's worth $140 million, he's attractive. why are you playing yourself, acting like he's not going to be with other women?
Thank you.
If you come
people,
that's what he promised her.
That's
no,
not.
I don't hear about promises.
But that's the default. Men shouldn't be promising monogamy to women. If
you know what?
Wait.
Hey, you know what's going to happen, Napa? Uninterrupted, Napa.
I never can always think it's weird.
Friends,
it is so fucking weird how I start talking and get cut off.
Napa, I'm trying to protect you so you can talk.
All right, go ahead.
Once I sell you a dream and fly you out to Portugal and say that you are going to be the mother of my kids and tell you all these beautiful things in Europe, and then I kick you out of the curve and send you back to Milwaukee, don't cry about Fatty. Don't cry about me selling you a motherfucking dream, put some hopes and dreams on your head, and then ship you back to your mama and daddy. That's one of the most foul shit that a man can do to a woman, is promise her a dream and then turn around and says, got you. Go ahead and go home. But go ahead and please, go ahead. The same way these women are caping for bad woman, go ahead and cape for bad man. Y'all got this.
I see the point Fatty is trying to make as to not holding Klay accountable to the movements, the ways that he has done wrong in this relationship. But like I said, I think two things can be right at the same time. I think both people are at fault. And that's just how some of these relationships play out when you play the game of not being honest from the very beginning.
Interrupted, and then now you can respond. Go ahead.
Just real quick, Nepal. I'm sorry. I apologize. And I don't mean to override you.
Go ahead.
But damn, I just lost. Go ahead, Nepal. I just lost what I was going to say to what Fatty said. Oh, he can't be selling you a dream when you didn't do what you were supposed to do in the first place, which is hold out until you got what he said he was going to give you.
Thank you.
So if you gave him what is he doing wrong to you? If you really wanted to be a wife, you would have made him wait. If you wanted to make sure you was going to get the ring and all that, you wasn't supposed to be popping that Little Miss Walk. And I land there. Somebody else can.
Wow. Oh my God. That is exactly what I was going to say. Why are you flying out giving coochie away? Like you calling it coochie. You're supposed to listen. Let me just take it. I need to take my time because I've been wanting to talk about this. She finally had the guy. And then she was doing the sex, moving in the house, everything besides becoming a wife. Everything. Then she wants to cry because a man who is like worth $140 million and about 30 women are in his DMs a day. She's crying because he went and had sex with his ex. I said this before. No, I don't think you guys are listening. It's not cheating if you lay down the rules. And you got to understand the rules. Remember the question, you want love or you want understanding? If I'm with a man who's worth half that, even an eighth of that, I know that he's going to have other women.
For sure.
And I'm Megan the Stallion. I've been twerking with my WAP. I've been getting my, putting men in jail. I've got this reputation. And then I finally grabbed the guy that's quality. We could go places. He might become senator or governor one day in the future. But what do I
He does have the archetype.
do? Because he had sex with someone else, I'm going to go on the internet like a typical 304 autistic prostitute and start talking about, oh, I got this, y'all. And that's why people
That was a shot at the young lady that was up there earlier, Miss Georgie. She said she was an autistic prostitute, which is why she said that.
Respect Black women. I want to get on this. We got Black women on the internet acting like clowns, proud to say they're effing everybody. They don't want to be ladies. It's not about how you look, Ali. I told you, brother, it's the way they are. They're proud to be prostitutes. They think they deserve high value guys like Klay Thompson's high value. And once these used up women get these high value men, they have the audacity to say, oh, he cheated on me. We'll see this autistic prostitute in 5 years doing the same thing that Megan did. What did you expect? You should be happy. So I want to get on that. Today I'm on the women. Megan, I had hope for you. I had hope for you. You had the nerve. Presidents get cheated on. I mean, presidents' wives get cheated on. And you're Megan the Stallion? And you think that you're not, I don't know.
Napa she said a lot. I think Napa was cooking right there. I think that's the awareness side of Megan Thee Stallion not knowing exactly where she's at, saying that I started out shaking ass, WAP, all this degenerate behavior, and thinking that you can still be saved. See, that is delusion in itself.
I'm gonna hand the mic over. Y'all can say what you want to say. She said she was autistic, and shame on everybody cheering her on. This woman needs some serious help. That's what I have to say about these hoes out here. You know, I don't like using the word. These hoes out here getting glorified. You worried about my body and how I look? Worry about how these women are getting on the internet proud to say that they're being sluts. And then they think they expect to get quality men. Become a wife. Don't F men before you get a ring and get married. Don't start shacking up.
That's real.
And then we'll be fine. And anybody holding their mouth and looking around, Miss Polly. Okay, I'm ready for all of you ladies out here. Don't expect to get a high value guy. Don't expect to get a high value guy if you're proud to be on the internet.
Yo, she lagging, but she cooked all of them. She cooking them.
Hanging around your waist.
No, I didn't.
If you have a bunch of D's,
no, she sound like Ali.
If you have a bunch of D's hanging around your waist and you're wearing penis necklaces like you're proud, don't expect for men to respect you. And that's why women like me and Melanin, when we wear some cleavage, we get attacked because we got women like you out here. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, y'all get the tag because of Meg Thee Stallion? Is Meg Thee Stallion fault?
Wow.
She's being promiscuous. She's being promiscuous. She doesn't value marriage. Yeah. So I'm going off today. I'm going off on these women.
I will give you the chance. I'm sorry, man, because you said Miss Polly was doing faces. This is why I was so confused about y'all calling that woman that was here a hoe. Should never touch these women that they are meeting at 28 and marrying at 39. Those women are hoes. Is this what you're saying, Melanie?
If she's been acting like a hoe, then yeah, expect hoe behavior.
Okay, so I shouldn't cuff a woman that is 29 and single.
No, I'm saying this is your choice as a man. Go into it knowing what to expect out of it. I'm not telling a man what to do. You can do what you want to do. But if you going after that, you get what you get, and so does she. He promised you a ring, but deep down in the back of your head, you know everybody else been up in your gut, so you might possibly not get it. He maybe thought he could handle it. He's been defending people on her behalf. The dudes was talking about her. He jumped online like, "Hey, bro, I'm disappointed in y'all." We don't know what this did to him mentally. How many times he been getting teased over cuffing the whore?
Nigga was
like, come, let's no, I'm not.
Nigga was traumatized all this time.
One more thing. I promise I won't.
It's very fine. I am
traumatized.
I will remember this. Y'all better be very careful next week when we flip on this.
I think he didn't want to marry her. I just thought of something. A coconut drop in my mouth. She's been cheated on before. She's been cheated on before. Excuse me, Ali. She's been cheated on before. He just didn't want to marry her, and she's using that as an excuse. Exactly. He didn't want to marry her in the first place because she was not playing her cards correctly. Go ahead, Ali. But by the way, though, he needs to start choosing women that know the assignment. It's an insult to a man who is any man who's high value. Forget about he's extreme. If you get with a woman and she's going to say, "Listen, I want you to be monogamous," you should sit back and be honest and say, "Look, I probably won't be monogamous. Let's start talking about polygyny again. Let's really get that back on the table because you men are being held by the cojones."
Thank you.
You could be the greatest guy. You could be the good guy, the breadwinner. All she has is, "You cheated on me," even though I've been having my WAP and twerking at the Democratic convention. And
that's why I'm a hold Klay to a certain standard, because as a celebrity, man, with status, money, and fame, power, all that good stuff, you should definitely be able to tell another chick that, hey, I'm not going to be monogamous. The average guy, I get it. The regular guy, I get it sometimes why the guy won't say anything, because it's going to hurt him a whole lot more, because she's going to walk away and never remember him, always forget about him. But Klay, you should have the cojones to always be upfront and honest. Just being honest.
Boys,
That's
he
her
getting,
movement,
he
right?
getting shit talked to him by his homeboys, still standing by you, posting pictures with you, taking your ass everywhere. Like, get the fuck out of here. No.
On this,
Yeah,
can I
he was
get
never
on
gonna
this
marry
really
her.
quick?
He was never
Just
gonna
from
marry
my
her. He was never gonna marry her.
Really quick. I find it real funny how y'all back and forth about, he set himself up with this proclaimed hoe. You can't turn around and say, well, it's her fault. He knew what he was dating, and she knew who he was dating. I don't understand why y'all trying to play the fence of who's right or who's wrong. Both of them did not choose themselves, which is why they didn't. But I don't even think he understand whether or not they had an exclusive relationship.
But he finally started to choose himself when he told her, I don't think I could be monogamous. That's him choosing himself.
I understand Dalen's position on that. They knew it from the very beginning of who each other was.
Melanie, I didn't interrupt you. Neither one of y'all can say they were in an exclusive relationship and somebody was unfaithful. We can't even say that, they were behaving this way and Klay just decided to tell her when she wanted it to get serious, wait, I don't think I can be monogamous. So we don't know if it was unfaithfulness or if it was an omission that, hey, moving forward, you will not be the only woman. And I think it's so stupid to tell a woman who's been popping her and that she got to save some used for a
ass
man that she wants to be her husband. So she get to have sex with Tom, Joe, and Harry, but when she want to marry Paul, she got to close it up. That don't make no damn sense.
I don't believe in that either, and that's why she didn't get the ring. This is the whole point. You never deserved the ring to begin with. That's my whole point, Dalen.
Who are you to say that? Who are you?
Klay said it. Klay said it. Klay said it. Klay proved it. She didn't get the ring, right? So now because she didn't get the ring, he's a cheater. Because you didn't get the ring, because you've been playing household. You didn't get the ring, and now he's a cheater. You've been doing what he always been doing, but now he's the dog.
You're excited that someone you deem a hoe got her feelings hurt. I'm gonna acknowledge that. I believe that it's okay for you to say if you are loose with your vagina, you do not get to parade that you should have this traditional life. But I think it's really messed up for you to try to have this celebratory attitude towards the fact that you deserve to be cheated on. What you're trying to say is no, you don't deserve for a man to take you seriously. What he did was take advantage of her and
yes, he did.
That he wanted something serious, and then when it got to the nitty gritty, he said, "Bitch, I'm
with her best friend's man. She's with her best friend's man. We're not gonna.
She's a trash woman. Hey, just 1 second. Hey, 1 second.
There's still two parts to the situation. I understand where both of them are coming from. Klay's a savage, and Megan, she chose wrong. She didn't really use all the signs, and that's a shame that she doesn't have her mother, her grandmother, and certain figures in her life to actually give any real discernment to her or be a protector from certain people. That's why family is necessary when it comes down to dating in the courting process.
1 second. Dalen, do you think she's a good woman or a bad woman when it comes to relationships?
No. See, that's a good woman. Good or bad is subjective. Do I think she's a qualified?
Come on, Dalen. Don't call out.
You have to ask an in-depth question.
No,
Dalen,
know
her track record.
1 second, Melanie, 1 second, because I'm trying to be fair. You have a brother, right? And your brother come to you and says, hey, sister, I know you love me. I fell in love with this girl. What's her name? Meg. What? Meg the Stallion? The what? Tory Lane's girl? The one that like all that? Would you recommend your brother to go ahead with a relationship, or would you say, my brother, she has a terrible track record. Be very careful around her because men pay the ultimate price, not just with cheating, because she cheated on her ex-boyfriend. She kind of like, this is what we talk. Like, what would you?
That's going to depend on what type brother you got. Let's say you got a brother that's some bullshit, and let's say he has the opportunity to possibly date her. If he got nothing to lose, he might still be coming out of the situation on top to say that, hey, I've been with Megan Thee Stallion. Might get some perks out of it. But let's say if you're a guy that might have something to lose, or you actually care about your name, your legacy, things like that, it might not be the best for you. She still has a certain type of status level that might bring some guys up, but some guys, it's still going to be looked at as like, damn, bro, you stepped down to Megan. Like, I understand she's a celebrity, but I mean, look who you are. You making yourself look bad because of it. So it's going to depend on who the guy is.
Say to her, go to him, go ahead, or you say, no, she's not safe.
I would say, come here, sit your ass down. I say, I want you, if you're going to make a choice to continue to fool with this woman, don't you dare come crying to me about what she did or didn't do. What do you want? Do you want a wife? Well, then don't go towards this woman. Do you want someone that's going to have a fun? You're the liar. All you do is
nobody sends their sons and brothers off to a
deserve to be cheated on.
Let her land, Melanie. You can respond afterwards.
People don't deserve to be cheated on. What they don't deserve, what you're trying to say is nobody deserves to waste their time even pretending that they're going to take you seriously. You don't turn around and say, well, she deserved to have somebody lie to her face or make her think the unreal can be real.
She should have never believed it.
I'm not done. And then turn around and say, there's the difference. So you don't sit up here and tell somebody that they deserve mistreatment and disloyalty. No, I don't agree with that. So to your question,
but it was okay. Did she give a fuck about? Did she care about her best friend? Did she care about her best friend? Did she care about her best friend who was with Tory Lanez first? She literally started fucking Tory Lanez behind her best friend back. She deserves a ring. She deserves a ring.
We know what she did, just like Klay mother did. So the real question is,
a man can walk outside with no clothes on and still be a man tomorrow. So stop doing that. Y'all keep trying to conflate the two. It's not the same. Y'all keep trying to make it be the same. Men and women are not equal. I get sick of this shit. Stop trying to make it be one and the same. They're not the same.
What are you talking about? We're not talking about equality. We're talking about, as a man, the word is your bond.
Against God and other men. Your word is your bond. A woman is supposed to. A woman should be led by a man. You're under a man's leadership. He doesn't owe you his word. He owes you his guidance. Okay, he owes his word to God and other men. He don't owe you what you asking for in the first place.
Oh, she's snapping.
Dylan, 1 second, Dylan. Follow question. I get the wife.
Okay.
I get the wife, and I say, baby, I'm going to give you 4 kids and make you a stay-at-home mom. She says, thank you very much. I love you. Let's do it.
Plans to change.
I say, psych, you are going to work 12 hours and there's no kids for you.
No. Plans do change. You know, you could want something for someone, but in reality, if that doesn't happen to work out, if you love that guy, you still gonna stay. There's been times when I've, me or other friends have wanted our women to be stay home at the moment, but it didn't work out. She got to go work. It is what it is. If she loves you and it's all in good reason, that's not that big of a deal opposed to what Klay possibly did.
Mel, you said I only owe my word to God and to other men. If I rug pull my woman and promise her 4 kids and a stay-at-home job, but she's going to actually get 0 kids or 1 kid, and she will have to work 12 hours all her life, is that woman legitimized to say, you tricked me, you bamboozled me, you lied to me, and I don't want to be with you anymore? Or she should stay and follow this liar of a man?
She should stay because you're meant to be led, and this is the direction now he's taking you.
Ooh, I love that.
It's based off of that's part of duty. He thought he could.
I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna have to leave it right here, y'all, because this thing gonna be hella long. I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it right here. But I'm loving what she said right there. Like I said, I think Napa Melanin Legacy was cooking. I'm gonna just tell y'all this. Y'all need to watch the whole thing, because in the very beginning of this, it was even wilder of a conversation with the woman, Georgie, whatever her name was. Talking about being a god, a goddess, downplaying men. I'm not even gonna lie, that probably should have been a point I reacted to, but I really wanted to listen to some of the Klay and Megan, the Stallion situation and how everybody felt about it. But that conversation was crazy. I definitely would like for y'all to watch this in its entirety. I'm telling y'all will get a kick out of the whole thing, because the conversation, it's a lot of calling out going on between everybody on the panel. I mean, everybody. It's a situation happening throughout the whole first 5 to 6 hours of this, because this thing is 8 hours long. Very long panel, but this was a very interesting one. Then I want to dive into the Megan and Klay situation, because it's kind of hard to get my tidbits in between everybody talking while trying to react to this. Like I said, 2 parts, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yes, what Klay did was wrong if he did promise her monogamy. If no terms were actually agreed upon, it's fair game. Megan has a crazy track record. Like I said, some people are delusional, not thinking that they pass sets them up for their future. So Megan having this precarious past, and I've been seeing Instagram posts showing all the guys that she's been with. It is crazy. They had a post with her with the Infinity Gauntlet on with a whole bunch of guys around her. And it's like, damn. See, the perception is Klay is the simp to pick her up after having been with all those guys. Klay likes a loser. Everybody thought that from the beginning. all along, Klay was playing her. Klay was playing the fiddle. And here's the thing about it. You got to know what you're dealing with. He's still an athlete. You want to deal with high profile guys, you have to deal with high profile problems. And here's the thing about it. I'm not saying all high profile guys are going to be a problem, but you have to still look at the industry that he's in, who he's around, and understand what is likely to happen. And then she probably looked at his background, all this stuff, the family. Oh man, this is a great guy. Not knowing the man got a precarious past as well. And not knowing that you the hoe. You might not be a hoe, but on paper you look like one. And now he's going to do you like everybody else did. It's just my turn. Man, a lot of these guys understand that it's just they turn. See, they live a different reality than we live. If you're not used to being in relationships long term, months and years at a time, you're going to be playing the field. Once you get into playing the field, you're okay with bouncing from relationship to relationship, month after month after month. It don't hit you the same. The breakups don't hit you the same. The separation don't hit you the same. You're not going to feel it like somebody who's been in a long-term relationship. It's just not going to hit like that. So when you're not used to something like that, you already molded for something that's not conducive for something long-term. Megan, you fall into that category as well as Klay. This is just a moment in time. Now, way how it ended, probably messy. You feel me? You see she go to the internet, blasting everything. You making yourself look more unattractive for the next guy that might pop into the situation. You're never going to actually be desirable. Never. Because you play these weird ass games with yourself and with your future partners. So please be mindful of these things that happen on the forefront. And it like I said, it's so many variables of what is going to happen in this situation. It's not just pointing the finger at one. It's going to be both situations. Some people can say the guy is wrong, and a lot of us, I think we all can agree that Megan definitely picked. She not understanding the reality that she lives in. But let me get y'all thoughts on this, man. Y'all like the video? Comment below, hype the video. This is your guy, and I'll have this link so y'all can watch it in its entirety. This is your guy JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all. Peace.